Hey, how's everybody doing? I know it's early. I have things I have to do in a bit. So thought I'd pop on because I have got a few messages from people asking where we are, saying it's been a while. It's been a week. And no sign of us except for a post here and there. Um, hey Brian, how's it going? Yeah, so I just wanted to pop on and let you guys know that we are still here, and yeah, there we are. We're here, and just a lot going on. Um, Rough week. Um, so it's been days since we've done any kind of live stream because stuff going on. Family. Also, with Walter. Um, uh, Things just happen within a couple of days of each other that are kind of really important and um, not so good. So you deal with all that, and that's why we really haven't been on because don't really have the motivation to come on and talk about paranormal stuff when other stuff is going on that's way more important as far as life and family and other things that you care about. So just want to pop on again and thank everyone for reaching out. There were a few instant messages. There were other things, people reaching out to me and reaching out to Chris and just asking about things, and we appreciate that. You know, it's just one of those things where you know peaks and valleys. That's how life is, and you got to go sometimes through the valleys, unfortunately, and deal with things you don't expect. So um, that's kind of what's been going on for the last week. I have been again keeping up with the event at the mine with Cindy Kaza, which the ghost hunt is completely sold out, oversold a little bit. And the gallery reading, I believe there's only 4 tickets left for that, maybe 6. I'm not sure. I got the list in front of me somewhere, but that did really really well, and sold fast, really fast. So appreciate you guys, supporting that event. I was hoping it would do well, and it did, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to doing. Um, but yeah, like I said, now it's just been lately just about you know, um, you know, spending time with family and just trying to take in a lot of the stuff that's happening and process and you know deal with whatever you know. So that's about it. I just wanted to let you guys know that that's why we haven't been on, and that's why um, you know no Creeper Gallery so far. You know, this week we did. We had a great time at those 2 events at the Burlington Prison. It was great seeing everyone. Um, like I said, then we announced the other event in May, and like I said, doing really well. And then, like I said, some other stuff happened, and and it's just you don't expect, you know, I can't get too much into it, because it involves my family member, and the Walter stuff I can talk about. Walter, he went through the chemo. We went through everything. Thought we were at the end and everything was okay, and then they found more cancer. So we're kind of out of position where we have to make a decision, and and then something else happened right after that that was just as bad, and it was again one of those things where life just sometimes does that to you. So anyway, I do plan on having um, Jane come on, Jane Doherty. I don't know what today is. Today, Tuesday. Hope maybe by the end of the week having Jane come on. I haven't seen Jane in a while. It'll be good to talk to her and have her back on. If I feel up to it, maybe Creeper Gallery tomorrow. Maybe if I feel up to it. I don't know what kind of headspace I'll be in. I'm glad we don't have any events for not till March, I believe. I think the first weekend of March, which is again like 2-3 weeks away. But it's a good time to not have anything to do and any pressure uh, to do anything. So that's a good thing. So, but I will be announcing more events. I know after Cindy Kaza is the John Inskeep, which people seem to love that place, and I don't blame them. It's a really really cool place. That'll be, I think, the end of May, middle of May, somewhere around there. And then we just talked to John Zaffis not too long ago about him coming on board for the June 6th, I believe, Camp Evans event. John is going to join us there again. John loves that building. And I'm sure he'll have some objects with him. And it'd be cool to have John back and being in that building again. So that'll be cool. So again, we'll be announcing those events. And we've got some other stuff planned. If you like the Cindy Kaza event, the idea of it, like I said, August 22nd, we're doing a very, very similar event. Trying to figure out how big or how small we want to make that event. It'll definitely be the same type of thing, gallery reading, followed by a ghost hunt. Cody Satori will be there for that, along with 2 other special guest mediums. But again, we're contemplating whether we're going to add more to that event, and do some stuff during the day as well. We're trying to figure that out. We really gone back and forth about that. So there's going to be a lot to look forward to. And again, when you when you do this stuff year after year, and you know, I enjoy doing it. I really do enjoy doing it. I always have, and you know, being around everyone, getting support that we have, and again, people reaching out when we're not around is really that's a, you know, and then people, the people who follow my personal page, know about the stuff with Walter, and I've actually gotten things sent to my house for Walter, toys and stuff, which is really nice, but that kind of stuff is what keeps you going and keeps you, you know, into everything and doing it. Um, but you know, life isn't always, you know, great. So you get through the bad times, and you hope for the good times. And for now, it's just a matter of processing all of this stuff, and figuring out whatever happens after. Um, but again, a little bit of a hiatus. Come back on hopefully with Jane. I'll enjoy talking to Jane. I haven't seen Jane in forever, so it'll be good to have her. I'll reach out to her after this, and then, like I said, Creeper Gallery maybe tomorrow if I feel up to it. I could use a distraction. I could, but I got to kind of get into that mindset of, do I want to do that, or not? If it's today, no, I don't. I don't want to do it today. And I usually do it. We usually do it on Tuesdays, but not today. So maybe tomorrow, if I'm in a different mindset and I want a distraction, I want something to do just to keep my mind off of things. Maybe, you know, I know, weird people going to investigate haunted objects just to keep their mind off of things. But hey, that's me. But yeah, so I just again wanted to let you guys know what was going on, that we're still around. I posted just a thing or two about the gallery reading, because that's really all there is available right now. Excuse me. I would definitely uh, go to that if it were me, and you've never been to a gallery reading. And again, there's only like 4 to 6 spaces left. Um, I would I would definitely check it out and get the tickets to that. And then that's it. That event's completely sold out as soon as we sell the remaining gallery reading tickets. So it did go go way better than I thought it would, as far as that event. You never know, but yeah, a lot of people are still interested. I have a waiting list like you wouldn't believe for that event. A lot of people, and people that I know, and people that are friends that that reached out and wanted tickets, especially to the ghost hunt. And I couldn't accommodate them because we didn't want to have 100 people, on the ghost hunt. We don't do that. So, but like I said, we're going to do a similar event to that August 22nd, which is different but the same with a different twist, and that'll be really cool too. So, look forward to that. Like I said, John Zaffis joining us in June. Um, I know Katrina reached out about doing an event. Maybe that'll come later on in the year, and then we've got our stuff that we're doing. Like I said, the ins keep coming up. I know if anybody's coming to the Smith Cadbury, um, if you've been there before, and if you haven't been there before, you wouldn't know. But if you had been there before, there's an entire wall. It's a big case that they lock that has like really old toys in it, like the toys that I love, the old wind up metal toys, and but it's all off limits. You can't touch any of this stuff. It's behind glass and it's on a wall. Um, they're going to open that up for us when we go there, um, whenever that event is. I'm not sure. I know it's coming up, but that'll be cool. And Gary, the guy that we work with there, is really looking forward to seeing what, if any, energy is possibly attached to any of those hundreds of toys that are on that wall. So that'll be kind of cool. And again, John's Inskeep, if you haven't been there, that place is interesting. That's the next one we're going to announce. Again, limited spaces, really weird energy in that building. People like it. That's why we keep doing it. Small building, but you know, you never know what's going to happen in that building. Really, really unique and different. The energy, especially in the basement of that building. But that's it. I'm not gonna go on and on because really the purpose of this was to just come on and let you guys know we're still here, just like the title of the video says. And you know, uh, like I said, I'll try to get Jane on. Talking to Jane will be good, therapeutic, because I haven't seen her in a while. It'd be good to see an old friend and have her on here and just talk about regular things, as a distraction. And like I said, tomorrow, it all depends how I feel. I could use a distraction, but I don't know if I'm in the headspace for uh, an investigation. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. You know. But that's it, guys. Just to let you know, again, we're still here. Just a rough time, stuff to process and just figure out and get through, and we'll go from there. All right. Good seeing everybody. Take care of yourselves. Probably be back on. If not, you don't see me tomorrow at the Creeper. Definitely come back on by the end of the week. Hopefully things are better, but I don't know. We got some things we need to work out and talk about in between now and then. So who knows? Hopefully, again, we'll be back on for the end of the week. That's it. Thank you guys for your support, for the messages, for the texts, and reaching out to the both of us. And we really, really appreciate it. And, we're still here. We'll be around. Just a matter of getting through whatever, we can here. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.